We will analyze an apartment in Rua Val de Santo Antonio. Two-bedroom apartment located in the heart of the downtown of Lisbon city. As you can see, the city of Lisbon grew from the river up, and the apartment is very close to the river. So located in the heart of the downtown of the city, where the tourists like to stay, due to the fact there's a lot of different touristic spots to visit. Sightseeing spots, museums, markets, castles, another museum, and located in other neighborhoods, very close to other neighborhoods, very well known in Lisbon as the old and traditional neighborhoods. The apartment that we're analyzing is located in the parish of Penha de França. So Penha de França parish is one of the most famous neighborhoods in the historical center of Lisbon. Is known as a safe, quiet and family-friendly place to live in Lisbon, and it is also at the same time a melting pot of cultures. With restaurants and shops, we can analyze here the distance that you are at restaurants, for example. A lot of restaurants in the area and very close to the apartment. A lot of also hotels and accommodation for tourists, since it's the place they like to stay. It's in the downtown of Lisbon. We can analyze here more in detail. If we check more in detail, you will see a lot of different spots to stay in Lisbon. Also, supermarkets, pharmacies, hospitals in the area are very easy to find. So you will see a lot of different restaurants and supermarkets and pharmacies, that places that gives us the certainty that the location is a very good place to invest. So related with transportation, as you can see, each of these blue dots are this is the tram, the famous tram that tourists like to go to visit the city, due to the fact that this was our old way of transportation. And we have a little bit down, going 5 minutes down from the main street of the apartment, we have the main train station of all Lisbon, which is called Santa Apollonia. So Santa Apollonia has access to trains, bus, and also subway. So this point connects the citizens and the visitors to any point of Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. So definitely a very good location to have an apartment. Going in detail to the apartment. So and before that, I will also tell you a little bit more about Lisbon. Lisbon center city is located in this region, so a little bit up from the downtown, which is where the apartment is located. The city of Lisbon, as mentioned before, grew from the river up. So the main and the old neighborhoods were all located around the river. The center city of Lisbon is already a little bit more up from the river, and what we call the kilometer zero of Lisbon, for you to know and understand the distance from the apartment, is Marquês de Pombal. It's what we nowadays call the kilometer of zero, and all around you have a lot of five-star hotels, headquarters of the main companies, the shopping areas. And when clients want to visit the historical part of Lisbon, they come down near the river where the apartment is located. So a lot of different parish near the apartments that are well known for tourists, Moraria, Alfama, also Penha de França, are all the old neighborhoods that clients want to visit. So clients, I mean tourists. So now going into in detail to the apartment. as mentioned before, is located in Rua Val de Santo Antonio, is a first floor refurbished apartment with a very nice balcony. The price of the apartment is 360,000 euros. It has an estimated rental income of around 5% net every year. We're gonna analyze the numbers in detail more in the end of our video. And as mentioned before, it has a great location, located in a typical old neighborhood from Lisbon. It's very good for short-term rentals, but also due to the quality of refurbishment, you can also rent on long-term rentals. The apartment has 2 bedrooms, 1 toilet, and it has a total area of 55 square meters. It's fully equipped and refurbished with a very good quality of refurbishment, and the furniture is included, which means you can start renting from the first day. We already analyzed the location. Lisbon International Airport is not more than 15 minutes from the apartment. It is the city center. As we saw from kilometer 0, it is around 10 minutes, and the downtown is where the apartment is. Very well connected with all the transportation. And now we're gonna analyze the apartment in detail. So the living area, as you can see, the apartment was fully refurbished, new plumbing, new electricity system, LED system. The windows are double glass, completely new ones with double glass. We're now analyzing the living area with the dining area already. From here, we have the access to the kitchen, and here the main corridor links you to the rooms. The quality of the refurbishment is also good, is also very good, but the furniture, as you can see, is very modern and also high quality. The kitchen, as mentioned before, is fully equipped with every appliance, so a fridge, microwaves, washing machine, dishwasher, washing machine for the clothes. Everything is in place in the kitchen. Freezer, everything with a very good quality. The main room is a big room with a very nice light from the outside, electrical shutters that places the room with full privacy and darkness. The bathroom, as you can see, with very good materials and high quality ones. The second room, which is facing the balcony, the external area, again with a lot of light and very good space. The second room is facing the balcony, which is in between the house. The balcony is always a very good point to have in apartments in Lisbon, because Lisbon has around 340 days of sun during the year, and tourists like to have breakfast outside, a small barbecue, and having these photos on platforms like Airbnb, it plays a lot in favor of the apartment, and of course people like to rent this type of properties. The balcony more in detail. We're going to be analyzing the apartments on the 3D view tour so that you better understand the apartment. We are now in the kitchen. So the main room is here. So this is the main room from the apartment. As mentioned, there's the main corridor linking the rooms, but let's start from the living area. So entering in the apartment, turning right, you have the living area. It's missing the TV here, but as you can see, a lot of light, a small balcony, window with double glass as seen before, LED lighting in all the divisions of the house. It's an apartment for 4 people. You have here the access to the kitchen. So we can visit the kitchen. The kitchen, as mentioned before, with very good quality materials, all appliances in place. And here again linking to the main door. So we analyzed the kitchen, living and dining area, and now the first room is at your right side. So you have the first room again with a lot of lighting, fully refurbished, shutters, electrical shutters in all the windows to get your privacy and darkness. This is the toilet available in the apartment as seen before. Oops. As we analyzed, we have on this the bath and all the other equipments in place. Oops, this is now turning left. You go to a small patio, a small area that you can play here, a desk, for example, to have an office with a lot of light. Here we have the balcony, so the small balcony that we mentioned, that is a very good area for living the outside and the great weather from Lisbon, where you can place a small barbecue, have your breakfast during the morning and some meals, even lunch and dinner is very good to serve in these external areas of the apartment. And the second room, as mentioned, with a lot of space, double glass windows, curtains to get privacy, and this is the apartment. So you also can enter the second room from this area. So here there's the door of the room, or from the outside. So everything analyzed already. And so now let's check the analysis, the analysis, the financial analysis of the apartment. What one can get out of such investment. So the property value is at 360, as mentioned before. What we request as a way of paying the apartment is, in order to qualify for the golden visa, is for you to have the deed at 340,000 euros and request the developer that did the refurbish the invoice of the cost of the refurbishment. So it was around 20,000 euros. So it coming under your name, you will be able to apply for your golden visa, and the taxes will be on top of the property value. So you will be paying transfer tax and stamp tax. The notary costs for registering the property is 750. So in total, this apartment, you will be investing 380,000 euros. On such apartments, if you charge 90 euros per day, you can fit 4 to 6 people, because you have a sofa bed in the living area. You get an occupancy rate of around 70%, 75% during the year. You can get a total gross income of around 24,000 euros. The management fee charged by the companies taking care of your apartment is around 30%, and the taxes that you will be paying on top of what you collect is around 16%. So the expected net income per year on such apartment is around 14,000 to 15,000 euros per year. It's a return on your investment of around 4.3% every year on short rentals. If you decide to go for long-term rentals, you will be able to charge around 1,300 to 1,500 per month, and your income every year will be gross 15,000 euros, 600. Taxes on the income you generate is around 28% on long-term rentals, much higher than on short-term rentals, and the management will charge you 1 month to find you the tenant. The expected net income is around 10,000 euros. It's a bit lower than what you get on short-term rentals. So you can collect on long-term rentals around 3% on such apartment. Capital appreciation, based on what the market is giving to the investors in Lisbon, we believe you can get around 10% every year on the appreciation of an apartment in such area. However, to be very conservative, we place a capital appreciation of 5% per year on this apartment. So after year one, you will be able to sell your property at around 380,000 euros. Year two, almost 400, almost after year third, almost 415, the 16, sorry. And at the end of the fifth year, when you're able to apply for citizenship, it's predicted for you to be able to sell this property off to around 450,000 euros. This is being very conservative based on what the market in Lisbon Center City is growing. So this was a very good apartment that we just analyzed, giving 4.3% rental income on short term and 2.9, almost 3% in long term, places you on a very good investment. Capital appreciation, giving you the option to the capacity to sell such apartment at 450,000 euros after 5 years is definitely a profitable business and a good option for you to consider when applying for your golden visa. Thank you very much. Any doubts, feel free to contact us.